In this video, I'll be revealing why many retirees use their pension wrong and still don't know it, and how this critical mistake is costing them a more confident retirement. Through working with retirees who treated their pension as a safety net instead of a strategic foundation, and analyzing the common decisions that led to missed opportunities, I've identified key mistakes that often prevent people from optimizing their retirement income. That's exactly why I'm making this video today, to show you how to reframe your pension at the foundation of your retirement income strategy and the decisions that can dramatically improve your financial security and peace of mind. Before we begin, I want to qualify what I mean by pension income for our examples. These are meaningful amounts, not a smaller $200 a month pension you get 15 years from now from an old employer. We're talking at least a few $1,000s a month, all the way up to over a six-figure pension like some of my clients have. And when I have these conversations with people, many of them don't fully understand how their pension fits into their overall retirement plan. They treat it as extra income rather than as a core part of their financial foundation. Because of that, many feel like they're undersaving, constantly chasing a larger portfolio. Sometimes it's $1 million, sometimes it's significantly more. But a pension means you don't necessarily need as much saved in your IRA, 401k, or 403b, and it might even allow you to retire earlier than you think. What most people forget is that a pension isn't just income, it's an asset. For example, if your pension pays you $50,000 a year for life, you can actually calculate what that income stream is worth in today's dollars. This is called the net present value of your pension. In simple terms, it helps you translate future payments into a lump sum you'd need right now to generate the same income. If someone receives $50,000 per year at age 63 and collects that income for 25 years, using a 5% discount rate, the net present value works out to be $710,000. That means $50,000 a year income from your pension is financially equivalent to having $710,000 invested today earning 5%. The higher the discount rate, the lower the lump sum value, and vice versa. That's why when companies offer a pension buyout, the numbers change depending on interest rates. Understanding your pension's net present value helps you compare it to your investment or a lump sum offer. So instead of saying, I get $50,000 a year, you can see it as owning a major income stream and asset that sits right alongside your retirement portfolio. So before we move on, if this concept is resonating with you, I created a free resource that can help you map all of this out. It's a retirement reality workbook, and it walks you through how to organize your income sources and spending goals so you can see how your pension, Social Security, and investments all fit together. You can find the link in the description of this video. Let's talk about one of the biggest decisions you'll ever make with your pension, whether to take the lump sum or the lifetime income. Now, I get it. When markets are strong and you keep seeing headlines about how much your portfolio could grow, the lump sum can look really tempting. The market feels invincible. Everyone's returns look great, and it's easy to think, I'll just invest it myself and probably earn more. But markets are cyclical. The bull run you see today could be followed by a period of volatility or flat returns just as you're starting withdrawals. The sequence of returns risk can quietly erode your portfolio before you even realize it. The pension, on the other hand, removes that uncertainty. It provides consistent, guaranteed income for life. In a strong market, that might feel boring. But in the long run, that stability gives you confidence to invest your other money more strategically or spend with a peace of mind. In behavioral finance terms, it's a form of emotional diversification, reducing the anxiety of timing and market noise. Now, that doesn't mean a lump sum never makes sense. It absolutely can. Like if you already have enough income to cover your essentials or basic needs, maybe you have Social Security, rental income, or other assets already giving you steady income. You don't need the pension cash flow to live on, and your goal is to leave a legacy or maintain control of your capital. In that case, taking the lump sum might actually align better with your estate goals. You can invest it within your broader portfolio and pass it on to your spouse, children, or even a trust. You no longer have to look at it as just income. You view it as part of your family's balance sheet. So the question isn't which option pays more, it's which option fits in my overall plan. If you need stability and peace of mind, lifetime income from the pension is often the smarter move. If you already have financial independence and want control, flexibility, or legacy advantage, that's when the lump sum can truly make sense. As a financial advisor with a certificate in behavioral finance, I've seen how this plays out, not just on paper, but in how real people actually feel about money. And I'm going to be honest here, what I'm about to say might make a few of you roll your eyes, or it might completely change how you see your retirement. So here it is. A pension gives you permission to spend your own money. Now, half of you are probably thinking, Nathan, I don't need permission to spend my money. I plan to die with $0 and have a great time getting there. But the other half of you, you're leaning in because you know what I'm about to talk about. Spending in retirement is a completely different mindset. You're not spending a paycheck anymore that you know will be there again in 2 weeks. You're spending down your assets, and that feels very different. This is where the psychology of a pension becomes a real game changer. Knowing that you have guaranteed income coming in month after month gives you a level of confidence that most retirees never experience. It means you can cover your essentials like groceries, utilities, or insurance and know they're handled. And that mental shift is huge because once your basics are covered, it frees you up to actually enjoy the rest of your money, to take those trips, spoil your grandkids, go out to dinner, do the things that create memories without the guilt or anxiety that you're spending down your nest egg. For many people with a pension, it's going to sit right next to your Social Security income. When you add the two together, you might find that it covers most of your basic retirement expenses. So when you think about your pension and Social Security, you need significantly less to do other things in your life that you might be planning for. The thing you'll want to take attention to is that many pensions do not have a cost of living adjustment. So you would need your other assets to grow to cover that future inflation. So if you're thinking about what to do with your pension, the behavioral and psychological side of that decision might be just as important as the financial side. And if you're already drawing income from your pension, one of the most effective ways I've seen clients think about their pension and other assets is by using a bucket strategy, mentally and financially organizing their money into different purposes. For example, I have clients who know they want to leave an inheritance, but they're not ready to gift it yet. So they open a separate brokerage account specifically earmarked for that goal. It's dedicated to the next generation, but still accessible if something unexpected happens. That way, if they ever need funds for long-term care or a major emergency, they don't have to ask for that money back or rely on the same kids they plan to gift it to. It creates flexibility and a peace of mind. And if that account has grown over the years, you can start to gift it during your lifetime. This kind of compartmentalized thinking helps retirees gain clarity. Their pension covers the basics needs, their core investment supports their lifestyle, and their separate accounts hold long-term and legacy goals. It's a simple way to stay in control while keeping your money aligned with your priorities. And what this does is it gives you permission to spend more of your other money. So going back to that theme we talked about, because when you thought through every goal, income, emergencies, inheritance, you remove the fear of overspending. You know that your basic needs will always be met. You've built your foundation, which means now it's time to actually enjoy the money you've worked for all these years. One area where I see retirees get caught off guard is the survivor benefits. And this is where pensions can either protect your spouse or unintentionally leave them vulnerable. For married couples, choosing this single life pension option looks very appealing because it can pay quite a bit more each month. But here's the catch. When you pass away, the income stops, and everyone knows that, right? It's part of that agreement that you signed. But what isn't thought about is that your spouse loses not only the pension, but also one of your Social Security checks. That second part is what most people completely miss. It's not the pension that goes away that throws them off. Your household also loses one of your 2 Social Security benefits. The surviving spouse only keeps the higher of the 2, which means that your total household income could drop significantly overnight. That's why the survivor decision isn't just about the pension itself, it's about protecting the overall income structure for your family. So instead of asking, how can I maximize my monthly payout? The better question is, how can we make sure that this income lasts as long as we both do? Because once you start taking that pension, you can't change it. Getting this wrong could permanently reduce your spouse's security. Now that you understand how to think about your pension, your Social Security, and your investments as part of your coordinated plan, the next step is personalizing it to your situation. If you're ready to get professional guidance on optimizing your financial strategy and building the retirement you've always wanted, just click on that link below and schedule a no-cost meeting with me. And remember, true wealth isn't measured by numbers, but by purpose. Enjoy what you built and make it count. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.